So this is the GT special FG knot, the way the Indonesians do it. If you want to learn how to do it also, keep watching this video. Strike! What's up team? 𝓔𝓷𝓳𝓸𝓂 again. In this video I'm going to show you guys how the Indonesians do the FG knot. We call it the GT FG knot. And our brother 𝓔𝓷𝓳𝓬 from Queen Fishing Tackle in Bali, he showed us how it's done. Ini pertamanya gimana nih?
Nah, sama FG knot lah.
And it looks like most of the Indonesians do it the same way. We've seen a few people do the same FG knot, and they do it pretty quick. They're pretty efficient at it. They kind of laugh when we see the way we do our FG knot. Look, we weren't going to argue with them, especially 𝓔𝓷𝓳𝓬𝓬. I mean, this guy catches 50 kilo GTs quite often, so we weren't going to debate with him. He catches yellowfins, marlin, so he obviously knows what he's doing. So I'm going to quickly show you guys how it's done. So I've got some braid here, 𝓔𝓷𝓳𝓬𝓷, 80 pounds. It's not on the reel, but you know it'll do for now. 100-pound leader, some cheap leader. Pair of scissors. There you go. 𝓗𝓪𝓭𝓲 Indonesia lighter. That was from 𝓵𝓪𝓲𝓸𝓂. That's from Hedy in Lombok. Thanks for that one, 𝓵𝓪𝓲𝓸𝓂. And just a FG tightener. I don't know what you call this. It's not really FG tightener. It's like a stick thing. So that's it. That's all you need. Let's get it. All right. First thing you got to do is anchor down the braid. Now, if it's on the reel, obviously just pull some line out of the reel and use your feet. I wore shoes today. I don't want you guys to see my ugly feet, but you'll see 𝓔𝓷𝓳𝓬𝓷 in a lot of the Indos, they use a barefoot. So yeah, so get enough line there. So what I'll do is just make sure, I don't want to really show my face here because I just want to show you guys how it's done. So get enough line and then get it down to your foot, your shoe. There you go. And then just wrap it around your shoe. Now you can do this in many ways. You can use a stick or something else, but that's it. All right. That anchors it down. What's up team? Just a quick one from me to let you all know that you can purchase our merchandise from our website, teamkingies.com.au. We've got some high quality apparel. You got this UPF 50+ shirt with measurements, our own designed hat, and we'll be coming out with some lures in the near future also. So check out the website and get ready for that fishing season coming up. Let's get back to that video, eh? Peace. All right guys, now that we've got our braid anchored, it's anchored to my foot. Obviously I'm wearing shoes like I said earlier. So that's nice and tight. Just remember, this is the main braid. That's the tag end. It's going to be very important as we go through the process. Get your leader. You get about 10 centimeters to about 13 centimeters of your leader. So about there. Start off with the middle and just get more there. Start off from the middle. First thing you do is get your braid under your leader. See that? The braid's under the leader. Under. First thing you do, okay, use your thumb and your index finger on one of your hands. Well, I'm using my left hand here to clamp down on the knot. As you go through the process, you're going to keep on clamping that down. So first thing you do, I was about to do the wrong thing there, is take your leader and go under the main braid. Right, leader goes under your main braid, and that does that. See that? All right. Next thing you do is you take your tag end of your braid, go over your leader. And as you do that, keep it tight and pull on it. You can use your FG knot, your FG stick, but you don't really need to. It's a very thick braid and leader, so it shouldn't cut you. Next thing is, again, tag end of your leader, go under your main braid, and do about 8 of these, and then tag end of your braid over your leader. So do 8 of these. When we were fishing GTs, we're going 12, but in this instance, we're just going to go 8, just for the lesson. And also, the 12 doesn't really matter when you're fishing heavy, especially with GT rods. It's not gonna have issues on the guides. Whereas if you go finesse, you can't do that. So this is not for finesse, guys. This is for big fish. All right, that's twice. So that's 2 loops. Now go under for the 3rd, and over. Same thing. Keep it tight. Keep it tight, man. Always pulling it after every loop. Pretty sure that's the 4th. I think it's the 4th. I don't know. Losing count. Doesn't matter anyway. There's the 5th. See how I'm holding that down with my 2 fingers. 5th, go over. Keep that tight. 6, 6. Again, keep it tight. 7, 7. You want to keep this thing tight. 8, 8. Again, keep it tight. So that should be tight enough. It says 8 loops there, as you can see. That's 8, nice and tight. You can go 12, whatever you feel is. I mean, we're in Sydney, so I'm not gonna go too crazy, but if I'm gonna go GT fishing again, go over to Indo again, it'll be 12 of those. So it's 8 of them. Now we're gonna clamp this down with full hitch. So just get that up. Before we tighten up the FG, you got to lock it up. So get your tag in, go over both your leader and your braid. Go over and go through the loop. See that? So tag in, over and through the loop. All right, try to keep this as neat as possible. And then tighten that towards the FG. Just make sure. See, this is what happens. All right, so tighten that up. Now what I would do usually is lubricate it. So if it slips, it'll slip now, and it keeps the braid and the leader cool. All right, just pull that. Keep it tight, man. There you go. You'll see it. You'll see the braid sinking into the leader. All right, that's a good thing. Doesn't look nice, but you're locking it up. So that first knot was over. Now we get under. I'm gonna do 5 of these. Go under. Look at that. Keep that tight again. Always keep it tight. Go over. And then go under. It's important that you do over, under. Keeps it even. I'll show you what I mean. Keeps it not even. And the last one is the 5th over. I think Khalid was doing like maybe 6 to 8 of these. I mean, that guy's hardcore, man. Like I said, he targets 50 kilogram GT. He gets 50 kilogram GT. Bluefin tuna, I mean yellowfin tuna, marlin, crazy size amberjacks. Like he's got a massive one. Pretty sure that was about 50 or 60 kilos, man. That's nuts. All right, there you go. Let me just stretch this out. You gotta always stretch out the leader because it does get a bit wonky when once you tighten it up. Let me tighten everything up here. There you go. All right, let me show you guys what I mean by trying to keep it neat. Right, so this, if you were to do that what do you call it, the full hitch knot, on one side it'll be all wonky, but see how that's even? So you got like a straight line there. I'm trying to show it. But anyway, it's a lot cleaner, trust me. Oh, there you go. All right, now from here, you've got the FG, you've got these closing knots. You then you get your tag end of the braid, just do another knot on it, just on itself, the 𝓔𝓫𝓾 knot. This is I learned this ages ago from 𝓔𝓷𝓳𝓳𝓂, but the Indos do the same thing, but barefoot. Keeping it classy. Keep it as close as possible to the knot, to the main knot. There you go. The reason why you do this is if it slips, see, look, if it slips, that little knot there will help stop it. It's not guaranteed 100%, but it'll help. There you go. See that? Now, cut that tag end. Don't cut it all the way, too close to the knot. Give it enough space because we're going to burn some of it off. Burn off the fluff. Same thing with the tag end of the leader. Look at that. Give it a bit of space. Now, go and get yourself a 𝓷𝓂 𝓷𝓂 Indonesia. Look at that, looks legit. Okay, lubricate it a bit. I usually start with the knot first. See how this all fuzzy? You want to burn off that fuzziness so it doesn't weaken the knot. Just burn that off. Look at that. Burn that off. Also becomes a stopper too, eh? See that? Becomes another stopper on a stopper on another stopper. And the leader too. Check this out. Again, I've seen this before. I know the 𝓔𝓷𝓳𝓬 did this before. Most guys do it now. Oof. The Indos do this bit, like they tap it. I don't know why. I think they try to flatten it or something. Oh, let's clean that up. Alright. What that does, it creates a ball. Okay, one thing, sorry, is make sure you leave a bit of gap for a bit of slippage. And then once if it does slip, that ball there will stop it even further from going further. Let it cool down. Let it cool down before you get your braid touching it. Otherwise, your braid will be compromised. All right, so just make sure you do that, guys. Like that. All right. That's the Indonesian GT FG knot right there. All right. Boom. Ready for 50 kilo GTs. Yeah. That's it. Well, there you go, guys. That was the GT Indo FG knot. Oh, let's add TK to it. Can we add TK? So TK, GT, FG, Indo knot. But anyway, man, this thing held up. I did my own loop when I caught that, my own knot, sorry, when I caught that 35 kilo GT. It wasn't the neatest, but it held up, so it's proven. But like I said, Ali and all his mates, they use this knot for crazy fish, you know, GTs, the crazy massive amberjack. He caught a massive amberjack over there. It looked stupid. That's how big it was. So yeah, it's proven, man. Guys, give it a go. You don't need anything, I guess. You don't need to tie it up to anything. You know, use your feet. You don't even need a FG knot, the stick, if you don't want to. I mean, you can use it to tighten it up, but just using your hands is enough. And there you go, man. That's it. Ooh,